Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of the Burton Burger Podcast, episode 223. That is right. We have over 220 of these sons of bitches. I wonder what we're going to get to. I'm a guess a million. Okay. Anyways, I am one of the hosts, Burger. The other guy is Bert.
Yo.
We are BnB, just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. What does that mean? Just in case you didn't know. Well, I know how fucked up your families are. I know how them uncles talk when they get a couple beers in them. We're just afraid to, that the world is not going in the way of the family element. Everybody's too focused on not hurting each other's feelings. Fuck that. My uncle touched me, so Bert's touching you. Okay,
Exactly. Full circle, baby. Hey.
Yeah, so we're just trying to bring those conversations that you hear at the family barbecue out to the podcast world. As Eminem says, I say the same shit you do. I just got the balls to say it in public.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fucking hit me deep. I had a tear when I was there in Planet Fitness. I was like, damn. Maybe we could get him on the pod.
That would be something else. He'd be like,
yeah, I'd tell him no.
Yeah.
We only have the highest selling artist of all time, not the highest selling rapper. Not interested in him.
No thanks.
Yeah, no, go somewhere else. Okay, so we got a EP, we got an episode for you today. Speaking of music, you had something that you wanted to start us off with.
Oh, Jesus, that's a little bit much to start off with, but I can, yeah.
Well, you literally don't have fucking anything else besides what you just put in there fucking 5 minutes ago, so.
Okay, well, it's pretty silly. It's quite silly, even. It kind of blew my mind when I first heard the song. I'm like, oh boy, there's a small chance that you've heard it. I'm really hoping you haven't. I kind of thought it'd be silly to, like, go through the lyrics.
Yeah, are we going to read the lyrics here and try to figure out what the deeper meaning is behind it? Nice try. Okay,
nah, but
my
a little
turn.
different.
Anyways.
But a little different.
You ruined that. Remember, that was a fun time. You ruined it.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. No.
What else are you going to ruin, Bert?
Probably a lot, honestly.
All right.
I mean, it's kind of just
Get going.
my thing.
Do your worst, Joe.
So, I didn't want to tell you the song name or anything like that. I literally just wanted to, like, fucking post it in the thing. I wanted to see if you could, like, guess the fucking genre, but that sounds kind of gay.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, well, obviously it's not going to be what it sounds like, because that's the whole point of why I'm pointing it out. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be so pissed. You're going to get a line and you're like, yep, I know this song. I bop to this all the time. Even.
I see hurdy-gurdy.
See right under there?
Oh, under hurdy-gurdy. Under Gertie's green, belonging and sweet dreams by Patty Gertie.
Could you imagine if you had that kind of a last name? Boy.
Yeah.
It's probably fake.
All right. Well, some people like to head to the bars when life is hitting just a little too hard. Some people like to float out and fish. Some people like to whine and bitch. Okay?
Okay.
Well, everybody needs a little head vacation. Everybody's got their vibes. I just picked up some papers from the, what is that, Exxon
I
station?
think it's like a gas station, yeah.
And I'm about to roll up mine.
Okay, do you have any thoughts so far?
Sounds like something my brother wrote to his fucking ex-girlfriend. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Sounds like every other hick song out there.
Oh, man.
I smoke weed and I don't give a damn. Ziploc in my pocket with a couple of grams. There's a pretty good chance that I'm high right now. Just kidding, Mr. Officer, unless you're down. Oh, weed, just about every day. First thing that I buy soon as I get paid. If there's only one thing you gotta know about me, it's that I, Burger, smoke weed.
Uh-huh. So now it's been spoiled. Have you heard the song before?
Don't think so.
Oh, Lord.
Anybody else know what this is?
So, we pretty much got to the
Sesame
chorus.
Street? Is it like...
Yeah. It basically just repeats this never ending, but...
Okay, here, let me see. Hey, babe, you know this one? Well, some people like to head to... No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, that's Little Smokey.
Well, smoke. You know, Big Smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Big Smokey Smoke.
You know. So, the way I discovered this, I was in the vehicle with somebody, and they like country music, and...
I'm glad you're not saying it's a work buddy. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're just avoiding that word.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, my buddy, or anything like that. I was just in somebody's car. I was conveniently traversing from point A to point B.
I was in a stranger's car.
Yeah.
Their van.
And this person listens to country music a lot, but like the offshoots of country music where it's like the hip hop, and he'll listen to like
the country rap,
and he'll listen to like what's the other one? It's like country rock, and just like basically everything, but like everything is centered on country.
It sounds like when a church person like has Christian rap, Christian country, Christian rock, Christian pop, Christian gospel, Christian. I mean,
and all of it just kind of like the lyrics are basically all the same, but you know the twang on it is different. And
so it is a country song.
It is a country song, and it's like I just immediately
Glad
thought
I picked
of you.
that one out.
Yeah, I immediately thought of you because like when you read it, I mean, obviously it's using honky language. Ziploc in my pocket. All right, sure. But
that's not what made me do it.
No. What was it that
probably? Well, some people like to head to the bars. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's not very.
That's it.
Eminem or 50 Cent.
People like to float out and fish, and some people like to whine and bitch. I don't know a lot of gangster rappers that would say something like that.
That is true.
Do you think like Lil Uzi would be like, some people like to float out and fish?
Okay.
Or Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, I think I was thinking that kind of cadence.
I'm glad, like, what is that? Like 8 fucking lines down. That's when you're like, oh, it's obviously hick language. When it's
down here talking about Ziplocs.
Yeah.
That
was probably the one hick thing that wasn't hick in there. Just because they're more focused on butt fucking and beer.
True.
I know that because that was me in a past life. Yeah.
An old version of myself. Reformed now. But no, I mean, it's like your two favorite things. People stunting about liking to do drugs and thinking that they're cool, and also them being a hickerbilly at the same time.
Yeah.
Boy.
Well, I remember Tater and I were talking, and I was telling him about that one college that doesn't allow their students to listen to country music or rap music.
Yeah.
And Tater was like, I mean, I get rap because it gets pretty crude, but country? And I'm like,
okay.
Country gets pretty fucking crude, dude.
They get rowdy.
Do I have to go back to save a horse, ride a cowboy? Like, it's been pretty, I would say it's probably more disguised.
Yeah.
Like, when you hear that song at first, you don't really think too much about it, where this is flat out, or a lot of rap music's pretty in your face. But I was just like, I mean, country music has been flexing on doing drugs for a long time. It was usually just probably smoking shit or alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says there's a Ziploc in my pocket with a couple of grams. Ain't that like cocaine or something?
I think it's just like any drug is usually measured in that. I don't know.
Well, he talks about weed a lot.
Myself, but no, the specifically
you certainly
talking about
look
weed.
like it.
Yeah, I know, man.
I know. Yep. I hate fucking hick music.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And I've done my best to take that word out of my vocabulary. Hate. I don't like that word. But so when you hear me say it, just know it's
real.
It's authentic.
Yeah. It's not just something you throw around. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so hard too, because it's like I heard him like singing along to it, and I'm like, oh, dude, okay.
He sings along to it with you in the car.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little weird. I'm like,
that's worse.
Yeah, and then all the other hickerbilly songs he plays too. I'm like, oh, this is too much for me.
Well, there is another song that I do want to talk about.
Oh, shit.
Taylor Swift released a double album last weekend.
Oh, okay. Yep, continue.
And she has a song on it that's very relevant. It's called Fortnite. I told my brother that, and he's like, "Is it about Fortnite?"
Okay. That's crazy.
No, it's very much not about Fortnite.
It is spelled differently too, I think.
Is it?
It is. It's like the phrase Fortnite, which is like a fucking month or whatever the fuck it is. A fortnight. Old man lingo. Nighte. Yeah. The other one's Nite, I think. Fuck.
Is it?
Shit, I think. I'd be pissed off. Yeah, Fortnite is Nite. But that is the meme. I think it's a pretty...
Oh, she does spell it differently. Okay.
She's so silly.
I thought it was spelled the exact same way.
She's so
Yup,
silly.
I do see it. She took out a G.
Yeah.
And an H.
G-H-E.
And an E. Okay, whatever. Anyway, she has a song called Fortnite.
Yeah, that's the big meme. I saw that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I never got around to listening
And
to it.
it's got Post Malone in it.
So it's got a bang.
No, he very much just kind of hums a little bit. That's about it.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I mean, he does a little bit, but it's like more like background-ish stuff.
I see.
Why is this fucking being gay?
That is a...
Fortnite lyrics.
Oh, good fucking luck not finding the cringy shit on the internet.
Okay.
Type that shit in danger.
Now I got it. Yeah, my lady also says, yeah, she also has a song called But Daddy, I Love Him. Well,
okay.
No, I honestly like this song. I saved it to one of my playlists. It's kind of a bop. It's just one of those things where sometimes the Jonas Brothers will have a song that bops, and I like to listen to it. And Adele will have a song that bops, and I just look as fucking gay as Bert does.
But you're not like our buddies where we're having a drinking night and they're turning on Beyonce and they're fucking twerking in the living
And Katy Perry. Yeah,
okay,
he has always been like that. Ever since I've known him, he's always been into that shit.
At least he owns up to it, I guess. You could do that.
He doesn't really own up to it. Like, he doesn't even act like it's a big deal, which is kind of the worst. Like, he doesn't argue it. He just will turn it on, like how your fucking Hickerbilly friends will just turn on this cringe shit. Like, he'll just turn on Katy Perry. That's what Cousin Casino did, too. When him and I were meeting up with the softball team, he just put on Katy Perry. I was like, am I gay? Like, when everyone looks at me when I put on Elvis, like I'm some fucking idiot, but I'm like, I think Katy Perry's a lot worse. Like, at least Elvis has some, like, vintage, retro kind of thing to it. Like, Katy Perry, that's like what fucking 12-year-old girls listen to, dude. Like,
yeah. It's
fucking
weird.
Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just quick rundown on the lyrics. It's not anything crazy. I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic. Till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason, and no one's here to blame. But what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight there, we were forever running to you. Sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors. Your wife, water flowers. I want to kill her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some kind of like edgy thing.
That's what she's supposed to say.
Taylor Swift can do whatever she wants to my wife, but yeah, she I'll take a jump off that Travis Kelce tee. That reminds me. So,
oh Lord,
as we talked about on stream last time, apparently within the past couple of months, I've talked about boobies on this podcast.
Okay,
My lady was mad at me. She's like, I know shit about you too. So then I immediately stop the car and look at her. She thinks she has me in a corner here, and I'm like, tell me. She just wouldn't tell me. I'm like, I'm going to puke. Like, I will literally gag myself in front of you.
Yeah.
Bert's seen me do it before.
Trust me. Fuck. He's good at it too.
She's like, yeah, but something about me talking about boobies on the podcast. And I'm like, well, baby, I didn't mean nothing by it, baby girl. You know, it's just me just playing in what the fans want to hear, darling. You know, I don't know, something gay like that. Anyways, I just find it funny that she's listened to the podcast 2 times, and the first time I called her a dumb bitch. Like, her specifically, a dumb bitch. But yeah, that dumb bitch. And the second time, I'm talking about how amazing somebody else's titties are. So, they listen to this, baby girl.
Listen. I was kidding.
My fault. Anyways.
My fault.
My fault. I didn't mean to. Okay, so speaking of that Chris Pratt thing, Chris Pratt posted on Instagram, and it's just his ankle all swollen up.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what he said on here. I know we just like jumped around like 3 different topics there, and I'll touch on them. But
Okay.
Chris Pratt says, Mercy filming day 4. I have such a great stunt team, and I sometimes try to get in there and do some of my own stuff. Today, Daddy caught a metal post to the ankle. Should be interesting moving forward.
Okay.
He literally said it.
Yup.
Today, Daddy caught a metal post to the ankle.
And Burger just
I sent
a
it
little bit.
straight to Tater. I didn't even think twice about it.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm not the only one. That just makes me feel
so
good.
Funny. I'm gonna be honest. I have heard it from a couple people. There's like you, some
I think
random
it's
monkey from college, and then
yeah.
Tater,
I
Chris.
think it's starting to become more of a comical thing now, like the way that me and Tater have always used it. Because before it was always like a sexual thing.
That's how I've always looked at it. 'Cause I had a buddy
and
who
I've
jokes
never
like that all the
looked
time.
at it that way ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Apparently, Tater's wife called him daddy in bed one time when he said, "Don't,
Oh no.
no, that's weird."
Don't do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's making its way downtown. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
We're bringing back Daddy one podcast episode at a time, Bert.
That's big. We're really the Trojan horse of modern language.
Mm-hmm.
Or you
that's
and
what
Tater
we're
are, I
that's
should
what we're
say.
trying to do. Yeah. Well, for that one,
For that
we are.
specific one, but yeah.
For Daddy, yeah. But yeah, no. So I wanted to talk about Chris Pratt real quick, but yeah, going back to the Fortnite thing, like I've never heard of Fortnite before this. So what is a fortnight?
So it's like a unit of time that they used to use back in the day. It's like 2 weeks, I think, is what it is. You can look up the Fortnite unit.
I didn't want you to Google it for me. I can Google it myself. Apparently,
Yeah, so
this
it's
is
2
something
weeks.
that everybody knew about. I've never heard this before. But here's the thing, too, is like nobody else is like talking about this.
No.
Like how she has a song called Fortnite. And then now I'm the idiot. Like, no, Burger, it's used differently. Oh, okay. So if Taylor Swift dropped a song called Pussy, and I'm like, what? Burger, you pervert. She's talking about a cat, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
No, I mean,
That's literally how people are acting like this. Like, oh no, it's a fortnight. It's like 2 weeks from now. Okay, I understand that she's probably not talking about the fucking battle royale games that 13-year-olds play. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about. How is she just gonna casually talk about it like that? Call it anything you want. You can still have a fortnight in there.
Yeah.
But to literally have a song called Fortnite.
There's literally no way. Okay, I think for the next fucking 20 years, people are going to associate Fortnite with
that word is always going to
it's
fucking
never not going to
mean
mean that now.
the game for a long time. Yeah, so no, but like I'm like, yo, am I going to be like the first one to make a joke about this? And now people are like, no, Fortnite, it's a period of 2 weeks. Okay, like I trust me, I really believe deep down in my bones that she's really not talking about fucking the game.
No, it's definitely
Fortnite.
like when you make a comedic alley-oop, you know, like you make an entire joke around like I don't even whatever. You can see kind of the point that I'm trying to make where it's you're using a certain word knowing that everybody else has a different like thought in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you're literally just like trying to cash in on it. It's like, how do you not get clicks when Taylor Swift and Post Malone make a song called Fortnite? Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
what I was saying.
All fucking time. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
dramatic, but you know what I
watch
mean.
your fucking mouth.
Being dramatic, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but definitely the biggest artist right now,
Modern
and
artist, yeah.
and the fucking biggest game right now as well. And they're gonna drop a song called Fortnite, and then I'm the only one that thinks this way, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, we're talking about a fucking measurement of time." Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I want them to react the same way you are. Like, yeah, that is fucking gay, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's
like,
immediately
that's
what I thought. I didn't even know it until I literally just looked on Spotify and I saw it was, spelt the the way they did in the fucking 1500s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was blown away that nobody else like reacted to it this way, and then they try to act all. It's these people that fucking barely got out of the 10th grade, I think, where they're like,
That's the one thing they held
it's
on
a
to.
measurement of time. Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, again, like I understand that they're talking about something else here, but don't you think that's kind of a weird word choice? It's just like
It's so coincidental.
It's like that guy that went and bowled a perfect 300 on 9/11. You remember seeing that on fucking
I think I did, yeah.
on iFunny? It was like, I gotta commend it to Steven or whoever it was. I mean, it's literally like it says like Wall of Fame in a bowling alley, and it has his face, and it says like perfect 300, and it has the date of 9/11, 2001 on it.
Poor bastard.
Fucker didn't care. He went straight. Like, don't you think like you should like not have the date there because people are going to be focused on the wrong thing here? No, Burger. He just simply had a good game there. Why should they take that? Oh, okay. Now you're going to tell me about how we shouldn't be so sensitive to these things. But when I make a fucking joke that kind of disregards women or something like that, now I'm an asshole. But then we can have this guy plastered. Hey, let's forget 9/11 and talk about this fucker's perfect bowling day. Like, I hate when people do that shit.
Yeah.
That shit happens in movies all the time. Like, that happened in Central Intelligence with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart, where The Rock, like, threw Kevin Hart in a shopping cart in an office and was shooting at all these bad guys, and they jumped out of a window and shit like that, and then they got in a car and drove away, and Kevin Hart's freaking out. He's like, what the fuck is happening? And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Wait.
Like,
We're driving.
That shit makes it, like, right now, I want to puke just thinking about it. Like, I'll do it, right? Like, I'll do it right now. I fucking will. Like, I can't believe how shitty writing that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, what the fuck was that? What was what? What do you mean we're driving right now? Like, that shit happens all the time. So that's like what's happening here. Like, why is it called Fortnite? Oh, like a period of 2 weeks.
You know, you silly goose. What do you mean?
You don't know what a fortnight is?
You don't?
I think everybody knows what Fortnite is, actually.
Get a load of this idiot.
Yeah, fucking A. It just turns you into the bad guy as well. You know what? Even my fucking grandma will say stupid shit like that. Today, she was saying my brother has a girlfriend. I'm like, he doesn't have a girlfriend. Yes, he does. They hang out all the time. I was just by him today. I was just with him today. My sister asked, are you guys dating yet? And he said no. And my grandma says, why do you have to argue with me? And I'm like,
you're trying to give me false information.
I'm like,
shed some light.
But and then the moment you start responding, you're like, oh, there it goes again.
Yeah.
It's fucking gay. It's like, oh, there he goes again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is arguing right now, but I wasn't arguing. You told me he had a girlfriend. He doesn't. Why are you arguing? Is it arguing when you're wrong? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of
sky's blue, sky's red. No, it's blue. Why do you argue everything? Because you said it was fucking red. You're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandma does that shit. Why do you argue with me? You're wrong, Gretel. Like, I don't know what the fucking else to tell you. Like,
yeah.
It's not like you're trying to turn everything into a debate or something. Like oh man, today was a hard day. You know, it was a hard day. World War II. Like, that's kind of shit right there. Like, oh, why do you have to turn everything into an argument? Like, that's when that's applicable. Mm-hmm. But not when you give me false information. I'm not arguing. I'm correcting you.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you say something like that, that's more argumentative and cunty.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just working with different sets of information. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe he is. Then you walk away, you're like, the fucking stupid bitch.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, and my grandma can be queen to spreading fucking fake news. She'll be like, oh, yeah, your sister and her boyfriend, and my sister's like, what? Never fucking even been remotely interested into that guy one time.
Yeah, my mom will do that shit too. She's like, yeah, I've been telling all my friends that you paid all your student debt off. I'm like, I've barely touched it, but okay, yeah, sure.
Thanks.
You just
Why are you telling them that, by the way? Like,
yeah, so
what the fuck? Why would they need to know?
Cool. Whatever, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb shit.
Well, let's move on to more awesome shit here. I got, since I'll take the next one here because it's still kind of music related.
Oh, perfect.
But it's a different type of music related. So,
if it's you shitting your pants, I don't want to hear about it.
No,
I'm kidding.
At least my shit stories are good stories. You're just
True.
like, hey, I got the poops.
Mine are mid.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Mine's about blowing, like dripping down my legs while I'm on first base. Anyways, I was scrolling on Facebook for something, and like a Facebook Messenger, you can like search like a specific word or something. And like if you're like, oh fuck, I was talking about mock drafts with Bert. Where the fuck was that? And then you can go and search mock, and then it'll look at all the times you said mock, and it'll show you. You know what I mean?
All
like
right,
Control F or something.
Yeah.
So I did that on Facebook, and somehow it took me to a message with Tater.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked on it just for shits and gigs, and it was back in 2020, so 4 years ago.
Fuck.
February 23rd, 2020. This was like literally a week or two before COVID.
That's fucked.
And this is what the message was to Tater. I said, I drunk texted my guitar student, the one I liked, asked her to hang out. Tater says, lol, uh-oh. And then I sent him the screenshot.
Okay.
This is when the topic becomes relevant for Bert and Burger.
Uh-huh.
I have the screenshot.
Fuck.
Of my text to this gal.
Uh-huh. No. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Is it your spread hole? Fuck, I hope not. Jeez. He didn't say no. Lord have mercy.
Lol. At 3:01 a.m.
Okay, that's a great sign when you get a text.
I texted this chick. I shit you not. Golly, we should hang out sometime without lessons.
Okay.
That is it.
Boy, howdy.
Yep. I texted her at 3 in the morning.
Wink,
Golly, we should hang out sometime without lessons. With a smiley face emoji and then the frowny emoji next to it for some reason.
You're like, I'm so silly. Just
now,
absolutely
mind
cooked.
you, I said I drunk texted this lady.
Uh-huh.
So, I got a response at 12:56 p.m. from this girl, almost 12 hours later. Yeah, that would be cool! Exclamation point.
Okay. You're like, cool, I'm in.
And
if you're a Bert, you're like, cool, I have a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Cool, I did it.
Yeah, and then we just moved in back in December.
Yeah.
And that, kids, is how I met your mother. Okay. So I'd like to break this down.
Uh-huh.
And I sent you the screenshot. You could probably edit out the personal information here, Bert, if we want to post it on here. But let's break this down. So back in the day, this was like a month after Bert and Burger started too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do guitar lessons in college where I put up some flyers around campus saying, hey, if you want to learn how to play guitar, I give out lessons and things like that. That money that I earned.
Very different.
That I worked so hard for.
That was basically a gift from the
heavens. On teaching these kids. Like, literally, it was like kids. They were fucking adults. They were all in their 20s, I think. I would charge them like $10 an hour. Like, it was dirt cheap lessons. And one of the girls that I was teaching lessons to, I thought she was cute. She was all right. She wasn't anything great or anything, but I thought she was cute. And let me tell you, she's a pretty, like, I don't want to say sheltered girl, but she's like pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Not professional, but
buttoned up.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, she's it was not going to be like a hookup or anything like that by
No.
any means necessary.
I see
Like
what you mean, yeah.
she was a pretty straightforward, nice, well-rounded gal, and I thought she was kind of cute. So, probably one of the worst fucking people to text this at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
And I literally said, golly, we should hang out sometime without lessons. That sounds fucking creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's better ways to say that. Oh, boy. Yeah. But, man, you had a goal in mind, and...
Yep, I was a straight shooter then, Bert.
Boy, howdy.
So, I do want to recognize the fact that she said, yeah, that would be cool, with an exclamation point. Mm-hmm. Like, somehow we didn't spook her away. I do want to say I'm pretty sure we never fucking saw each other again after that.
Yeah. She's like, I'm just going to use YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we met, I can remember meeting up, like, I do remember her saying, like, backing out of it, like, oh, maybe blah, 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 or should be with a group. Like she did back out of it.
Okay.
It never resulted in anything, I think. Plus, COVID was starting up, so the guitar lessons had to come to a halt. Yeah, so she, like, gave me my music stuff because I let her borrow some books and things like that, and then never have talked to her ever again. So it didn't result to anything. I haven't even talked about the best part of this story.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So it was 2020, Bert.
Mm-hmm. Great year.
In grad school. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you know who I hung out with a lot?
Oh, boy, do I. Yep, I did this math. I was doing this math the whole time you're talking.
You know there's a very fucking good chance you peer pressured me into fucking texting this bitch.
Oh, yeah. We just hung up the fucking sticks after screaming our heads off playing Outlast or something.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, is Bert was probably sitting next to me on my couch in my apartment. And I'm like, hey, Bert, should I send this fucking guitar lesson lady, let's hang out sometime? Bert's like, yeah.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
I promise Bert was sitting next to me.
Oh, yeah.
While this text was happening.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I probably told you to. Yo, it'd be so silly.
Bert probably texted it.
Yeah. Give it to me. I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because there was a couple of folks I was hanging out with in grad school, and the other one was a girl I fancied. So I don't think I was drinking with her and asking her if I should text my guitar student this.
That'd be a weird one.
Yeah. So, no, it was 100% Bert.
Yeah. I was going to say, Bert does not drink alone. Yeah. So...
Yeah, Bert was with me. Yeah. We were fucking toasted at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That was in my bartending days. I was making Bert nice little drinks, and...
The Dizzy. Oh, my God.
We play some spooky games and get really intoxicated and...
Oh, yeah.
Text my fucking people I was tutoring, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of... That was like peak Tinder days for me as well.
Yeah, no, same. That was like peak drinking too, because that was when we would actually drink a lot, and you wouldn't fucking go and puke immediately.
Yeah, that was bad.
And we would play a lot of fucking games and shit. That's when Bert learned how to drink too, because I would spend like 5 minutes making him a drink, and then I would give it to him, and he'd sit down, and I'd make mine, and then I'd turn around, and he's already swallowing the ice.
Yeah, chewing. You're fucking chomping.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking cutting up the lime for mine still. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You're supposed to sip it. Bert just fucking guzzled it down. Bert's fucking like... Bert's just fucking dumping his fucking cherry stem into the garbage and handing me his cup.
Exactly.
He wants me to make him another drink before I'm even done with mine.
Me first.
Yeah. Those were good days.
Oh yeah.
We would set up beer pong in my apartment. And it was the most fucking, like, we would take, like, the fucking flatbed board off of my bed, remember that? And, like, balance it on the couch and put the cups with water in it. And I remember Bert was, like, so, like, stressed out about it. I'm like, it's not even your apartment, dude.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then Bert got a couple drinks in him and he didn't care no more.
Didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was just thinking, I'm like, could I ever see us doing that again? Is that just the thing that we thought was cool back then? I'm like, I don't know. You know, if the time was right.
Yeah, probably not just me and you, unless we're streaming.
Yeah.
Because we have done it since. We have streamed.
True.
A couple of times since then, but probably not just you. Like, it was literally like we were fucking 12 years old again, and I was coming over to your house to play video games. Except we were like 21, and you were coming over to my apartment to play video games, and we just added liquor. Like, it was literally, and we even played fucking board games and shit like that too.
True. Yeah.
We played those fucking card games and everything. We had to play that shot game where you'd flick the arrow, and whoever the arrow landed on.
I just remember I took like
Bert
6
like
fucking
8
tequilas.
times in a row.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think this is balanced right. Something's wrong here.
Yeah, yikes.
I would flick it, Bert, he drinks. Bert flicks it, it falls back on Bert, he drinks. I flick it, it's back on Bert.
Yeah. Like, oh, fuck, this ain't
And I'm
right.
like, damn, I wanted to taste this tequila. I'm like, have some. No, Arrow didn't tell me to.
My belly hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Bert used to be a lot more fun to drink with.
Now it's just
Then we started drinking with my buddies, and I think they might have just started giving us alcohol poisoning or something.
I think so, yeah. Stopped making fucking mixed drinks, and it's just like, just pour some Diet Coke in it, you fucking loser. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, because when we drank, we really did, like,
It was more of
make
an event.
drinks and things like that. Yeah. Like, we didn't just fucking start pounding shots or anything.
Yeah, also the drinking game kind of thing.
Yeah, where it slowly happens
crazy.
over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
quick
that was
licks are
fun.
Degenerates, but yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And they want to do it again and again and again.
Fuck.
Fucking bored.
Uh-huh.
Hurts.
God damn.
But yeah, yeah, no, so Bert was definitely sitting by me when I sent this text message. He's a bad influence.
Wingman.
Yeah,
3 a.m.
and I want to get pissed at Bert for not remembering this because I know I had to have told him this and we had this conversation, but I honestly don't fucking remember sending it, so.
No.
I just happened to stumble across this. I should go through Tater and I's messages more often, and I'm pretty sure
there's
like
crazy shit in there.
I'm pretty sure our Facebook Messenger, because that's like we Facebook message each other for some reason.
Yeah.
We don't text. We don't Snapchat. We occasionally Snapchat,
we used
but
to
it's
use it a
it's all
lot.
Messenger. We might have. Now we only use
Only
Snapchat.
Snap, yeah.
But yeah, like I'm pretty sure Tater and I have logs in there from like 2012 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah. No, it's weird. So let's do this. Let's say who we talk to through different apps. I'm curious. Who do you think you talk to on the phone the most?
Fuck. Probably my mom. I don't even do that. I do fucking Facebook calls.
Well, even if it's like a couple of people, like it doesn't have to be exact.
Let's even see.
I would say calling them on Facebook is the same thing.
Oh, then probably my mom, I guess.
Yeah, mine's definitely my grandma, my mom, and Tater. Those three I call almost every fucking day.
Yeah. Mine's just because my mom doesn't answer her fucking texts. I need something urgent.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. I'll just call the fucking house.
So what about Facebook Messenger? Who do you chat with the most on there?
Let's see. Probably my dad more than my mom. Then we have some other. Yeah, it's basically just close family. I talk to literally nobody else.
It shows Bert's mom and dad, and the third message is from like 2016.
Yeah, it's my dad, my mom, my dad, and my brother. A family group chat. an extra group chat with my mom and then my brother.
And then the rest are
it's just stupid. It's just combinations.
15 years old.
4 people.
So for me, my number one people I message on Messenger is Tater again, and my grandma, and that's about it. There's nobody else that I really message on here.
Okay.
Now, what about texting? Just normal texting. Who do you text the most?
Well, it's the same people. And my boss. Honestly, it's probably my boss.
So why do you text them on Messenger and text them on Messages?
I think because my family all has iPads.
AIDS? Oh.
Well, you know how it is.
My family all has autism.
And they like to Messenger on their iPads and then text me with like their phones. I don't even. Yeah, because I talk to my mom a whole bunch on text. I might talk to my mom on text more than Messenger. Nope, it's probably a good half and half. I'm not even getting Messenger fucking things anymore. My dad texted me like twice. I just haven't responded because I didn't get the fucking notifications. Cool. I fucking love phones.
Cool. Yep. I can't come home. Cool.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, the only person I really text is my mom. And then, yeah, probably some work-related stuff too, but that's about it. So then that means a majority of our messages are through Snapchat then.
Yeah, anybody who's anybody who's near my age is all on Snapchat. That's it. There's no reason to use anything else.
All the cousins are on Snapchat, including Bert. My girlfriend and I, that's really the only way. Her and I, like, sporadically will talk on other things. It just depends. Like, if she sees something on TikTok, she'll send it to me on TikTok. If she sees something on Facebook, she'll send it to me there or something like that. But most of the conversation happens on Snapchat. Snapchat's where I have most of my group messages as well. I talk to other friends on there. Yeah, this is definitely where it is. I don't know why either. I think maybe it's because Snapchat has a lot going on that I really enjoy. I just like the simple fact of, and I know this is on Facebook Messenger too, but I just like the simple fact that you can see if someone's read your message.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge. It's just like you're waiting on somebody, and it's when you're waiting on them, it's, as you know, with your mom, it's very different if you're waiting on them in a sense of they've already read your message and they're not responding, or they haven't even seen the message yet. So I like that.
And Facebook's kind of cool too. It lets you know last time. Well, I think they do that on Snapchat too. The last time they
were on.
Yeah, or something like
appeared.
That.
Yeah, but if you click on it, on somebody's name, it'll say, like you, it says it was on 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
So it's also very easy to take pictures and videos and send them to people. Bert and I don't just text on Snapchat, ladies and gents. We fucking do a lot. We send b-holes.
Everything. Other people
send
too?
Yeah, other RB.
Yeah.
Random pics of random buttholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, that's my rundown. Dude, I got a fucking thing on my phone saying something about my screen time, about how I spend 9 hours a day on my phone.
Yeah. Eek.
I think we've talked about this. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
That's unhealthy, too. You better be wrong. Fuck.
No, like, again, this is you being gay with TikTok. Like, you're assuming that's just right,
like,
and your brother's friends are just assuming, oh, it was a glitch. Sorry, he wasn't fucking cheating. No, I do not spend 9 hours on my phone.
At the same time, that doesn't seem that...
Does too.
Well, if you spend an hour during the day...
Hours.
Before, you wake up, an hour for lunch, and... Yeah, okay, I guess 7 at night.
Okay, now make up the other 7.
Yeah, shit, okay. Yeah.
9 hours a day.
I wonder what it's
only
counting.
Only thing I can think of is...
If you have music on or something?
Music, podcast, YouTube, things like that.
Yeah.
Because with my job, I can't be on my phone.
Yeah.
I can't. And if I could, it would be like less than like 30 seconds on it or something, like responding to a quick text or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have my music going all the time. That's why my Spotify's so high, as I said last year during the Spotify Wrapped.
Right.
So, but even if I'm sitting there like grinding on TikTok or iFunny or Clash Royale, like it's like a half hour at the most. Then I get bored of it. You know me, I get bored more than anybody with shit. Like that's why I fucking with movies and stuff like that. Like I have a hard time doing one thing. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't spend 9 hours a day.
Right.
We're like awake for like 12 hours, isn't it?
It's like
Or
16.
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like around
Okay.
8 hours, yeah.
Yeah. So what the fuck? What the fuck? It's not 9 hours, dude.
No.
No, I if it said screen time or something, that would make sense. Like in front of the computer and the laptop and the TV and the video games and the phone.
Yeah,
okay.
that makes sense.
That makes sense, but 9 hours and it's always been like these drastically high numbers, like ever since I've had my phone.
Yeah, it's gotta be
like Cousin Casino,
like
what
that.
do you think his are?
It's
like that mother like
vomit-inducing.
I feel like when we hang out, I'm not on my phone like a noticeably amount of time.
Yeah, no, I'll even notice it just like when I'm around. Yeah, I'll notice it when I'm around other people too. Like, if I'm eating or something, I've noticed a lot of people like to pull their phones out and they'll scroll on something. I like to enjoy, like, maybe if there's something on TV, I'll watch it, but I will go out of my way to just like chill out. Like I'm eating, I'm not playing on my phone.
Exactly. Well, unless I'm by myself, then I'm definitely watching something.
Yeah.
But like Cousin Casino, like in between Jackbox rounds, he's running TikTok real quick. Like, how am I having 9 hours a day on my phone?
He might actually be at the 16 mark.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to learn how it's calculated, but also at the same time, like depending on what they say, I'm going to disagree with them. Oh, it's calculated by the amount of time you spend on it. Bullshit.
I'm wondering, your number's wrong.
I think you're wrong. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there is like a screen time.
Yeah, I just pulled mine up. And I use mine literally
5 hours and 55 minutes
all day at work today, and I have 6 hours and 31.
Okay, now mine's 6:56. It just updated. Okay, so we're at the same time then. Where the fuck did this 9 hours come from?
Maybe I was just a bad day. Who knows?
Okay, let's see. For today, April 21st. What is this? Pickups? Tells me how many times I picked up my phone.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's creepy. Okay. It says I've spent 57 minutes on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, probably right. Again, because I constantly have shit on in the background where I'm listening to it. Now, here's the crazy one. Snapchat, 54 minutes. I'm like, how did I spend 54 minutes straight? Not straight, but if you add it all up together, 54 minutes on Snapchat today.
Yeah. 54.
So we'll round it up an hour. So how have I spent an hour on Snapchat today? Just like sending a quick text message or something. And it's not like it's back and forth either.
Seem terrible?
I'm not saying it's terrible, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense though.
Are you saying it's too low?
No, I'm saying like it doesn't make sense. Like I've only texted like 8 people today on Snapchat, and somehow that's 54 minutes, and it's not like it was back and forth, back and forth.
I see.
Like this one guy, I texted him 8 hours ago, and we sent like 6 messages, and that was it. Like, how does this all add up to an hour? That's where I'm confused. Maybe it's just the app being open, too.
Oh, it could be. Yeah.
Where you're just sitting there.
You looking at stories or fucking any other. I don't know. I'll do a lot of story. Well, not a lot.
No, not even that. Like right now, I set my phone down and Snapchat's open.
And it's still fucking counting.
Yeah, and it's still counting. It has to be shit like that.
Probably, yeah.
Well, something like, okay, now TikTok, that's 44 minutes. I've only spent 45 minutes today on TikTok. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok's something I feel like you have to be focused on. Clash Royale, that's another one, under an hour there.
Yeah.
Spotify, iFunny, and BitLife. Yeah, so, and it also says social 2.5 hours, entertainment 2 hours, games 43 minutes. Yeah, I do see what they're saying, though, when it's like, this is just minutes added up throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like, that makes more
I see
sense,
what
right?
you mean, yeah.
Because when it says you spent 9 hours on your phone, like, it sounds like it's 9 hours straight. I'm like, no, it's fucking not.
No, relax.
But if you do 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and whenever the app's open,
You know,
I guess
it
that
just
makes sense.
naturally
That's not
adds
screen.
up.
I guess screen time makes me think when eyes are on screen for 9 hours.
Oh, yeah, I don't think anything really does that, but...
Yeah. It's like on Steam when it tells you how long you've played a game.
Yeah.
When it's literally just the game open. Doesn't even track if you're playing or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to know how many of my fucking hours I've spent on the shitter or showering or fucking, boy stuff.
Yeah. All right, well, what's this last topic you wanted to talk about?
Oh, boy. So this is silly. Isn't that what I named it? I named this another dub for the Silly Billies. Essentially, what has happened is I saw a meme online of people talking shit about Sean O'Malley. And it was just like...
Oh, you're a UFC boy.
Yep. And I'm like... And I'm totally disconnected from it. I'm thinking it's cool. I like all this stuff. And then there's so many cringe people on TikTok or whatever trying to be cool and thinking that Sean's fucking whatever and they're doing all this gay shit. So now Sean is not cool. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck. I'm pissed. It's not going to ruin it. I'm going to like him for my own reason. And fuck all the other honkies. I don't give a fuck. I'm kind of too locked into it now to just roll over and let these fucking freaks win. But
yeah, I bet you're really just fucking making those people stay up late at night.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Bert's not rolling over. God damn it.
Yeah, no. But whatever it is, I don't know. I'm just noticing this fucking shit. So I'm like, fuck me, whatever. I don't care. All that to say, I'm not talking about UFC this time. I'm going to talk about boxing. There's a big thing in the big, but there's also a lot of like UFC media will end up getting mixed in with just like fighting media. So you'll hear a lot of shit about boxing. Like my feed is UFC, boxing, bare knuckle fighting, like all this shit, just like fighting sports, whatever. And boy, there's some fucking crazy shit. There was supposedly a fight on. I had no fucking idea it was yesterday. But
yes.
Yeah,
that one guy that punches celebrities. We've watched him fight, I believe.
Yeah. I think it was him versus Tank or whatever.
Before.
We watched him. Yeah, Tank was the guy that you liked. You're like,
I don't know.
Yo, this is the guy who has all these wins in a row, and I thought boxing was so cool, and then coming to find out, like everybody is going fucking.
No, that's not. The story's right. There was a guy that I liked that was like 6-0, and then the guy that Ryan Garcia went against was like 30-0 or whatever it was, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ryan Garcia was the underdog in that fight.
Okay.
And
then he got rocked
in that fight. Yeah. That was when me and Cousin Casino were watching the fight by ourselves, and you and Asshole were getting Taco Bell, and you were just stuck in the drive-thru for like an hour.
Yep, I remember that one. So I did a little bit of my due diligence, and I did a little bit of research on this. So do you know much about this story at all, or no?
Which story? The fight?
Or just I guess him in general and everything, or no? Because there's like a certain angle I'm going to take on it. But
all I know is Ryan Garcia is the guy that would punch celebrities. Like they would wear the vest.
Okay.
And they would see if they could, like Juju Smith-Schuster would wear it, and he would punch him a bunch of times to see if they could last.
Yeah.
And most people like tapped out. That's all I know.
Okay. So, not the interesting stuff that I want to talk about real quick.
I also know he drank a beer during his weigh-in and he was like 3 pounds over.
Yeah, I'll get to that. But whatever.
This
idea. This Ryan Garcia dude is, I've seen people say up and coming, but I guess he's been boxing for the last 3 or 4 or something, blah 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 years.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a
minute
bit now.
For a minute, yeah. And recently, he's been doing interviews and stuff, and he's acting like fucking crazy. Like he's trying to do some Alex Jones shit.
Oh yeah, something about
he's like debunking conspiracy theories or something.
Didn't people say like he had to like? It was something about getting assaulted or something like that. And I remember even Sean Strickland like stepped in and said something like, "Yeah, I know a little bit."
Yeah, and he got like his house broken into and like all this fucking weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he's having a hard time, and they had to do like a mental wellness thing to make sure he was like mentally okay enough to go fight, because it'd be fucked up, whatever. And they think he was doing drugs and all this crazy shit. And it was all over my fucking Twitter feed. Everybody was just saying all this crazy shit. It was showing him, and it was like Devin Haney, I think it was the guy he was going against. And he was an insane underdog. Ryan was, because of all this fucking crazy shit. It's like he was fucking, people thinking he's doing drugs, or like he's not gonna make the fucking weight. He's not cut down enough. And it was like a minus, I don't even know, whatever the betting odds were, it was fucking insane landslide. Like he didn't have a chance. Like there's motherfuckers in the UFC. It's like some of these odds, it was terrible. And Ryan went out of his way in the fucking press conference before the weigh-in, saying he was going to bet, or he was going to give his opponent $500K if he missed weight. And then the opponent was like, how about $500K per pound? And then he went shook on it. Yeah, and like you said, dude, he must have known when he was walking up there. He's like, fuck this shit. I know I'm way over, so I'm just going to drink a fucking beer. So he chugs the whole fucking thing, and he weighs in over 3 pounds. He lost $1.5 million. Rip. But it was crazy. And then he ended up fighting, and he like beat the fucking shit out of the guy. He knocked him down 3 times. Like it was
Ryan
a very
Garcia,
one-sided fight.
Yeah, you're leaving out key details.
Yeah.
You're literally like, yeah, he just beat the shit out of the guy, knocked him down 3 times. Well, Bert.
Which one?
Yeah, you want to... This is important.
Yeah. Yep. Whatever. And then, yeah, Ryan Garcia won the fight. Insane underdog. Nobody said it, but it almost... I mean, it's kind of weird. He was in the press conference after the fact. They gave him the microphone. They're like, how are you feeling? He's like, I can't believe you guys actually thought I was serious. So it's like, was this motherfucker just acting this whole time?
Yeah.
Or is this just
who knows?
What a crazy
He's
person
the next
does?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, boy, CTE. Yeah, that was a big thing, I guess, in the fucking fighting sports yesterday. That was pretty cool. I thought the name sounded fucking familiar. And knowing that he did that and he was in that fight, I guess that makes sense. He was doing the celebrity shit and then the tank fight. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been around for a minute.
Been around the block, yeah.
I do know, like, apparently because he was overweight, he couldn't win money or something like that.
It was they were originally going to fight for the belt. And because he was overweight, the new stipulation was they can fight and it'll go on the records. So it wasn't like when Jake or Logan Paul, when one of the fucking Pauls fought Mayweather, it was just like an exhibition for fun and it didn't count for the record. Yeah, it was like, so it's like this one I'm pretty sure counted, but it did not count for the belt or something. So a lot of people were saying like, fuck, he'd literally be the champ right now. He'd have a belt if he just did his fucking job. and cut weight.
Well, don't worry, Garcia. I know how annoying it is to lose that last couple of pounds. I finally got down into the 230 range here, and fucking A. I got 5 more pounds to go, and it's just taking forever. God damn it.
Yeah. When you hear about some of the shit, dude, and some of them look like zombies because they're literally just dehydrating themselves. Like they're sitting in a fucking sauna with a towel on, just wicking up all their moisture. And they go in, dude, some of it's crazy. They'll lose. I don't want to throw numbers out there because I'm a fucking idiot and I'm going to fuck it up. But like, yeah, dude, they lost like fucking 40 pounds in water.
Yeah, in 3 days.
Yeah. But it's definitely to the point where they lose so much moisture, like they're barely functioning. They have to get set up to like a liquid IV to get all their fucking moisture back before the fight. It's fucked. Some of that shit is insane. But then you think about it, it's like, why don't you just... There's got to be some logic to why do you not just fight at your fucking weight? Or cut a little bit. Obviously, not everybody's going to weigh 175 fucking pounds, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of thing, too, with, like, when you are in shape, it is very hard just to trim off some weight.
Because then you actually have to go into, like a muscle deficit.
Like you have to start getting in
muscle.
You have to, well, not exactly, but it is one of those things, though, to where you really do have to really science it now. Mm-hmm. Like when your brother was trying to go straight into, I need to eat more to lose weight. I'll never forget when he was telling me he was trying to lose more weight. And he's like, yeah, I think I need to eat more. And I'm like, wow, get the fuck off of TikTok for 5 fucking minutes, will you?
Yeah.
Holy shit. When you are going to gain muscle, you need to eat more, correct? But you must fucking work out too. Like, pretty intense as well. There's a difference between being in shape and being a successful boxer or UFC fighter or NFL athlete. Yeah. There's a big difference to it. And your brother was like following the fucking footsteps of like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's not going to work.
I don't know why that queer at the fucking gym was trying to tell him to do this shit. It's like,
yeah. Well, and here's the thing is like 3 separate times I've told him, your brother, that he's doing this wrong, and he's told me I'm wrong each time. And then each time he always comes around and says, not I was right, but he does say like, oh yeah, no, I'm going way too hard. Like he'll affirm it without confirming it kind of thing. You do the exact same fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's the thing though, is for mortals like me and you and your brother and other people like that, where we genuinely just want to be like in good shape, because when you're in good shape, you look good. You could see your muscles, you could see your definition, whatever it is like that. Yeah, you can see a wiener vein.
Yeah. Or even just anything.
Yeah, see anything beneath my belly button.
Exactly. Like,
but for us to get in shape, like I said, the moment you start dieting, you'll lose a ton of weight. Like our big uncle that we talked about, if he just cut out pop, fucker would just drop 50 pounds like it's nothing.
Yeah. It's incredible, too, how much fucking, like, empty calories you take in a day. Like, you just start cutting shit, and you're like, okay, this is actually, like, I was literally just being dumb before.
But it does get to a point, though, to where you are in the shape of this Ryan Garcia or this other guy that he's boxing, where if you want to lose 3 pounds, you, like, really gotta fucking try to do that.
Oh yeah,
because like your body is already your body's already at the maximum for fat burning and muscle gaining. So the plateau for when me and you start to lose weight is very low, but the plateau for these athletes is very high because your body adjusts to it.
Right.
That's why you need to lift heavier weight when the weight that you started out with is now light. You start benching this weight, it's heavy. You keep benching it, now it's light. You keep benching it, now it's like a feather. You don't just keep fucking doing the same thing. You have to add more stress to the body in order for it to continue to grow. So you add more weight to it. Well, you can't just add weight to a bench and you just start getting stronger. You have to work your way up to it. It's the same thing with everything else. So that's why, like, it's like you telling me, like, my bench is like whatever it is, like, say it's just like 225, and if you're just like, well, just do 230. It's just 5 more pounds. It's like, Bert, I put every ounce of matter that I possibly have behind that, and I can just get 225 up.
Yeah, I always talk shit like that with my brother when we're doing the shoulder press or something. Like, he'll put on the little 5-pound weight. I'm like, dude, when we're only doing like 50 or 60 fucking pounds, like, just push an extra fucking rep or 2 out. Now, when you're going for maxes, that 100% makes sense. But when you're doing fucking 10 rep maxes or something, just like fucking punch out 12 or something, or go up 10 pounds, but whatever it is. He's like doing these fucking half increments and stuff. I'm like, well,
I learned from Nikki Sixx and the wonderful book that we're reading. LSD is lead singer disease.
Okay.
Like, he's got the classic case of LSD, lead singer disease, where they think they're hot shit because they're the lead singer. Your brother has whatever that is for the gym going disease, where he thinks he is like Cousin Casino at the casino. Where his
natural habitat, he's humming.
He's the gorilla and he's the king of this jungle, just like our Cousin Casino does that at the casino. And the thing is our Cousin Casino actually fucking knows a lot about the casino and shit like that.
Yeah.
Your brother doesn't. Like, he thinks he's hot shit because of all of this weight that he's lost, which he should be very proud of himself in.
Yeah.
But for him to just not listen to other people and do his own thing that is literally only because of the TikTok and YouTube he watches, you know, I'm not even saying, like, listen to me, but he's even telling this fitness guy, like, go fucking fly a kite, even though the fitness guy was kind of gay, but...
Yeah, his was still, like, three tiers above where he was.
Like, he wasn't even close. That's what I told your brother, too. I was like, dude, that's not where you are. And again,
he's, like, eating fucking McDonald's 6 times a week.
I know, he sent me a fucking thing. He's like, bulk. And I'm like, you don't bulk on McDonald's, idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking jackass. I know he's joking, but fucking A. Yeah. And then again, like, it's still, like, that was, like, I don't know why this irked me so much, but when you guys say you have to do 12 to 16 sets in an exercise, I fucking hate that. I hate that.
Seems weird.
So goddamn much. He kept saying that, and I'm like, why would you do 16 sets? And then I found out, ladies and gentlemen, they mean 16 sets total. So you need to do a chest day, and you need to do 16 sets on chest. Nobody talks like that, by the way. You're supposed to do 3 or 4 workouts on chest of 3 sets at 10. Yeah, so then it's 3, 6, 9, 12. There you go. That is how you're supposed to say it. But both of you fuckers kept saying 16 sets of chest, and I'm like, what the fuck? 16 sets? So you're telling me to get on bench and do 16 sets right now, and you got to do 3 or 4 workouts of that? So whatever 16 times 4 is, that's how much you're supposed to fucking lift? I don't even know if Aaron Donald's doing that.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes you'll hear about some of the shit that the big guys are doing, and you're like, this is gay.
Yeah. Oh, it's really gay.
Like that one
I
guy
saw
who
Tyreek Hill,
he was so big. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like Tyreek Hill. I saw him bench like 315. I'm like, he's a little fucking wide receiver, dude. This is gay.
Yeah. Do they get drug? Yeah. They 100% get drug tests in the NFL
all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no
usually
way.
When they make a big play too. It's funny.
Really?
Kind of turn it into a joke now. Yeah, like a kicker will fucking tackle somebody, and they're like, "Well, got drug tested."
That's so funny.
They'll show the fucking picture too. Like, league's making me drug test.
Oh, that's so funny.
I've thought about that. I'm like, should I do steroids?
Yeah. Dude, one of the guys, there's a guy that I know who I saw him recently for some reason. And he's like, man, yeah, if they fucking, if this stupid bullshit that's happening in my life right now was happening when I was on one of my cycles, I'd be fucking through the roof. And I'm like, oh my God, he's doing drugs. And then somebody's like, yep, yeah, he is. I'm like, okay. He looks big. Yeah, I mean, he looks big, but it's like, I feel like from everything that motherfuckers talk about, they're like, that is the absolute peak of the peak. Like, you cannot push yourself any fucking harder. And I just struggle to believe that anybody who works a 9 to 5 can ever possibly get to that point. But I don't know. I've lived in a basement my entire life, so I don't really know.
A 9 to 5? That's not that bad at all. What?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
If it's a 12 hours, maybe, but 9 to 5, no. Most people fucking wake up, go to work, come home.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
to go to the gym, work out, and then come home.
Yeah, I'm saying like you're hitting the gym so hard that like you're at such peak fucking state.
9 to I see what you're trying to say. Yeah, you just use 9 to 5 as a retarded example.
Yeah.
This is again the Julius Caesar dying over 70 years ago thing. Yeah. 9 to 5 is not a very fucking out there time frame. But I see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like wake up, go gym, go see. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much I wake up, go to work, come home, get changed to go to the gym real quick, go to the gym, come home, eat dinner, play Xbox, go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to do until I got a significant other in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now I pour one of the woman, play Xbox, and go to bed. So
yeah. Just adding another fucking step in there,
I've always wanted to be one of those people that could like function off of 2 hours of sleep.
Yep. Boy, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I've been cutting it down. It's definitely going, from 8 to like 7.5, which is good.
No, you're pretty much at 7 right now. You've been at 7 for
7 if
a long
not
time.
A
The gay thing with you though was how fucking like obsessed you were in getting exactly this amount when you never would get that because you would fucking sit and play on your phone and do fucking jigsaw puzzles and shit.
Yeah, it's just
that's when it was cringe.
Yeah, that was like before the melatonin days where I would literally just like fucking sit up in bed all day. Now what I do is I'm like, okay, I know my bedtime, like it would be like 10 o'clock for me to actually do it, so I'll just eat my melatonin at like fucking 10:45, and then I'll
well, you say this shit too, and I've heard your brother say, well, you're the one that lays in bed till 11, and he said that like a few weeks ago or whenever you were here last. So
me?
I know there's information you're hiding from me, Bert.
I don't really stay in bed that long. Oh, you mean in the morning?
That's what you say, and then what do you mean? Do you mean in the morning? No, I mean you stay in bed till 11 p.m., Bert, so you wake up at 8 a.m. and you stay in fucking bed till 11 p.m.
Oh, fuck no, I don't do that shit. Jesus Christ.
You mean you don't lay in bed for 16 hours? You are really not fucking picking up the joke here, are you?
Oh.
Anyways, sleep's very important if you want to be a professional boxer, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
Not sure how much of that you're going to hear, Bert, and I just bitched for like 20 minutes, so you might hear like 5 minutes of that.
Mm-hmm.
Bert's like, nothing. This actually ended. Bert stopped recording like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We both did. Watch us both actually stopped.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Like, all right, you ready to start recording again?
Yeah, shit, my bad. Let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
let's just go back in one more time. 2 files.
You still at 57 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, lol. But yeah, that's episode 223 of the Burton Burger podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And don't forget, it's comedy at the end of the day. Unless it's about sleep, then we're not fucking around.
Can't fuck around with that stuff.
You don't fucking joke about sleep. It's like how when I was sick, and I'm like, you don't fuck around when someone's sick.
Yeah.
Just like Bert, you don't fuck around with sleep.
Exactly.
But it's just comedy chill.
I'll bite your head off. Yeah. It's kind of a joke. Chill, but
come each other. All right.
Good job.
We'll see you guys in the live streams, and we'll see you in the next podcast episode. Take care, everybody. Gooby.
Goobington.
Bye. I don't know a lot of gangster rappers that would say something like that.
That is true. That is true.
Do you think like Lil Uzi would be like, some people like to float out and fish?
Okay.
Come on, Bert.